Hi friends, family, and YouTubers alike. It is I, Beagle3280. Welcome to another great episode of Let's Redo Mario Brothers 3. Last time we took on the other half of World 5, and this episode we'll be taking on the first half of World 6. Or I might just make it just one whole episode, depending on how long it is and how long it takes. But if you guys remember back from World 5's ending, you'll know that World 6 is in fact an ice level. So I'm going to have Ice World. So this is going to be one heck of a time because I just so happen to hate certain ice levels, and Mario happens to be some of the ones where it most frequently comes from. Due to the simple fact that ice is slippery and can hurt. And you do tend to get hurt quite a lot in ice on Mario games. Okay, now I see what to do. Seriously? One whole minute to do that level? I shouldn't say too much, or else I'll end up dying next world on like the first second. Yeah, that happened. I had quite a rageful time taking on World 5, if you guys remember from the episode. If you guys would like to see some classic Beagle 3280 rage, go ahead and check it out. If you'd like to see some good old Beagle 3280 rage, because I do rage not too hard, not as hard as I had whenever I played games online. I have to warn you guys, I do rage pretty hard core online on certain games. Depending on what game I'm playing online, because I haven't played online games in quite a while actually. I think the last online game I ever played was Mario Kart 8, and I hadn't played online on that in quite a while. So I do want to ask you guys a very serious question. I don't know what's in that box. It might just be a one-up. I don't want to go for it. I want to ask you guys a question that since Mario 3 is coming to a closure, what project would you guys like to see me do next? I might put this on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, which I might just leave a link down to the Facebook page so you guys can check it out. And probably friend me a friend request, and like we chat maybe sometime, I don't know. But I want to know what you guys' thoughts are for our next Let's Play project. I was thinking along the lines of 3 different games. Possibly Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Which is the first one, but it's like a change, it's like an edited version of the first one. We could do Return to Dreamland. Or we'll do a viewer's choice, where you, the viewer, will comment a game down below, and if I do happen to own the game, or can get the game off of a website or out of the, well, I should say off the Wii U store, I will purchase the game, and I will make the project for you guys. And I can't guarantee if that project will happen. You'll probably have to have a project before it until that can happen, so don't be counting on your project possibly happening right away. So I just wanted to warn you guys right now. But if you guys do want to have a viewer's choice, go ahead and leave down in the comments section below what you'd like to see. Because I had been thinking about projects to do since Mario 3 was coming to an end here soon, and I thought maybe like we could do Kingdom Hearts, Mario World, or something. Just something, to just clear the air of another Let's Play project being done. We could do Let's Redo Ocarina of Time. If you guys like to see the series brought back, I can do that. I do still own Ocarina of Time. It's just it's on the other, it's on my Wii channel, and I have to set that up to record on that. Oh, We're getting so lucky, but now we're down to our final few tiles again. And the fortress. Also, if you guys are still interested, the Heatran donations are still, you can still donate for Heatran. Said it would be much appreciated. Shit. Okay, so we ended up screwing up the fortress, but it's still available if you'd like to help to the cause. I think it's something to help make it up for you guys if you were to willingly to help me out by getting that. This makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Why have the frickin' fortress full of lava and fire when the rest of the levels are all ice? Now why? Like, I don't want to say I want an ice fortress because that would really, you're really aiming to piss me off if you make an ice fortress. I'll tell you that. That's what they did it back in Mario Bros. Wii. Legal 320 on this game now, so let's make ice fortress. But no, I mean, I don't really care the most for ice fortresses. I'm not saying I'm not going to play them, but we could just skip the fortress if we really want to. It's not like it's a requirement. Because I do have a hammer to bust that rock. But we're not going to do that. Because busting rocks is just for if you want extras. And we don't really need no extras for this level. Well, I actually don't know what's behind that rock. Because like I said before, I have seen Let's Plays, but I don't remember what's beyond the rock and the pipe. Oh, great. Another section of nuclear waffles. If you guys want to see some rage, I mean, some more rage with these nuclear waffles, go ahead and watch the past few episodes, because I was raging pretty hard on those too. Dang it! Okay, so this is going to be much appreciated. I do know that if you're quick enough, you can actually take that to Boom Boom and kill him, which, if I can actually survive long enough again, I should have made a restore point so I could have some more power up. Take the frog suit, and if need be, we'll reset the restore point and go back to being where we had the power ups and stuff. Yep, we're reloading that restore point. This one I thought was going to be a longer episode. We're going to have all the worlds, but no, turned out it's actually going to probably make our two-parter. I'm starting to wonder what the noise was, and I remembered that I had my TV volume on a 2 because I don't want it to interrupt the recording. That, and I'm watching copyrighted content in the back, so I don't want to get any of that audio captured. It's like having my YouTube audience a little bit more than most of you probably would think. If you guys are wondering what copyrighted content is in the background, it is Seth MacFarlane's American Dad. I was watching that before I decided, you know what, let's make a video tonight since I skipped Making World 6's first episode last night. Which last night was Monday, September, I believe today the 20th, so September 19th was yesterday. So I didn't play it all yesterday, I didn't record it all yesterday. I just wasn't feeling like it. I was tired from work. And I had a lot of crap going on my mind. I think I did upload at least half of the video that it wouldn't let me upload last night, or that night I mean, because I uploaded in the morning actually, because on Sunday night I recorded World 5. And on that night I was uploading both parts. And part 1 got updated before part 2 did, of course. And when part 2 was being updated, what happened was the video ended up getting stopped in the middle of its update because my computer decided to update itself to Windows 8.1, and so I had to end up re-uploading it in the morning, and god dang it. I'm sorry about that, guys, about the sudden change of voice and stuff. It's had a big pain in my side, and I'm very sorry for that. It was nothing. So if any of you are worrying, like anyone would even really worry, but if you guys were worrying about it, just don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll live, and so on. But that's why World 5's Part B took longer to get up than Part A did, because my stupid computer decided to update itself. It wouldn't let me cancel the update either to upload another time. It wouldn't let me do that. It just said, if you don't want to update now, cancel and save your work, which you can't save and upload while it's doing it. And if you can do that, then that's news to me. So that's why that took longer. And I hope you guys can understand that. I don't mention much about the heat train thing because I don't want to like first shove guys' throats, because I know that you guys won't watch, or we won't really like. We'll get pretty mad if I was to throw it down you guys, shove it at you guys all the time. So I try not to mention it as often, but like I said before, if you'd like to donate, the link is in the description below, as always, until we had reached until we get our heat train. Which, when we do get our heat train, if we end up getting it, which I'm kind of hoping we will, I'm going to make a video showing it off. Like, I will have to do some details such as scratch out the return address, because I don't want you guys knowing where I live, because it's pretty weird. That I know that if you guys get a hold of my actual address, then you guys will probably start sending me stuff like poop in the mail, or you start sending me dildos, dildos in the mail. And I've seen this kind of videos where they send dildos and stuff through the mail. Well, that, and probably that I don't have a PO box, and if I did, I'd tell you to send stuff there. Anyway, like most other YouTubers would. So, if it does happen, which I am highly hoping it will. No! I did not want that to happen. Did not want that to happen, but I'll have to scratch out my address so you guys don't know where I live, because like I said before, that's extremely creepy, but a lot of my friends will know where I live anyway, so it's not like it's going to be a big deal to them anyway. Well, I know I shouldn't be doing that, but you know what? I really don't fucking care. I really need to have that firepower up, because I already know what's going to be happening next. Anyway, so I want to be prepared instead of wasting a bunch of freaking power-ups. That, and when I lost out life completely unfairly. And now we're going to save right in front of this World 3, because I know that it's going to keep bothering you guys. I just keep going back. To move back and forth to it. But, like I said before, the heat train is just because it's like one of my favorite ones. I wanted to make it the channel mascot. Originally, the channel mascot, we didn't really have one, but here recently I've been getting back into Pokemon. I had originally like not been able to play it there for a while, and then I finally just started getting back into it again. I have had the games. I had a few games. Like, I got back into it probably about Gen 6, because I know how a lot of people are like about Gen 1ers, because I do play Pokemon Go and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been around since Gen 1. It's just I haven't been able to like I haven't really played the games that much, or couldn't really play the games that much for those many years. And I've been collecting cards again, because I used to have cards, but they all got washed. Now my card collection's building back up. What the frick? Can you not jump on ice? Last time I checked, you could. It wasn't letting me. But anyway, like, I just gotten back into it. And then, I discovered a lot about the Pokemon that are in the universe. Well, in like the games, I should say, not the universe, because Pokemon, unfortunately, is not real. But we had Heatran, and I found out like Heatran, I had grown to discover that he is really freaking awesome. His card is awesome, his design is awesome, and that typing really complements him. Not because he like lives in a volcano, but Fire Steel, he's the only one of his typing that is, well, he's the only one that has his typing of Fire Steels, similar to a lot of other Pokemon. Like Regigigas is the only normal type legendary, besides Arceus. Arceus doesn't really count because he can be multiple types depending on what item he's holding, like what plate he's holding. He can be different types. But Regigigas is the only normal type. Dialga is the only dragon steel type. Palkia there for a while was only water dragon. I believe there is another water dragon type out there. I can't remember who it is though. I have a feeling it's sitting in the back of my head somewhere telling me what it is. But I believe he's the only water dragon type. And then Heatran came into the picture, and he's the only Fire Steel type. What the actual fuck? Am I missing this jump? I was able to do it perfect last time. Anyway, my Keysight's the only Fire Steel type. Flash Fire for that ability is just amazing. Because a lot of other Pokemon that have Flash Fire... Sorry guys, I know I keep doing this, but it's pissing me off. Like, what the hell, game? But a lot of Pokemon that have Flash Fire, like Typhlosion I know has it. I believe the Cyndaquil line can get it through a secret ability. Vulpix, Ninetales have it. And like I said, like a lot of Pokemon that have the ability don't have it unless it's usually through a hidden ability and fucking hidden ability. And honestly, Flash Fire is just too good of an ability not having a fire type, because in case any of you don't know, it's a ability that will make it to where you are completely resistant to all fire type attacks, and it will raise your power of your fire type move that you use. So this makes a great user team with any kind of fire type, such as probably throwing them out there, Magby. I use Typhlosion. So a really good combination of Typhlosion is him with a Typhlosion with Lava Plume, because Lava Plume hits all the targets, and since it'll hit Heatran, it'll power up Heatran, and Heatran will never take any damage from it, because even though he is part Steel type, which I believe Steel is weak to fire. I'm pretty sure I know my facts there. No, it's not what I thought it was. This is a star, right? No, that's one up. I can't remember the puzzle now. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet giblets. I didn't know I made the Hannah Montana reference there before, but Fire Steel type, just like I said, is amazing. You resist poison, and you're pretty strong against other Pokemon like Weezing, who carries, like I said, I learned this from Sugar Connor. I carry stuff like Flamethrower, and just like in general, Weezing is a poison type, so he counters Weezing pretty good. And then there's going to be Salandit. It's going to be appearing in Sun and Moon, which she's going to be able to cover Salandit pretty well, even though Salandit can poison anything, I believe is what it said. It can poison anything. Salandit will be able to be taken down by Heatran due to the fact of Heatran's Flash Fire and Salandit being part Fire type. I believe it said its typing was Fire Poison. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it's what it said. He was Fire Poison, which is a unique type also. Damn you. There we go. Boom, boom, done. So that's another reason why I picked Heatran to be our channel mascot. That, and he is pretty much kind of ignored, actually. I think about it. It's a pretty sad life for Heatran due to the simple fact that no one seems to like him. So that's why I took him under my wing and I said, "Don't worry, little buddy, I'll love you." So I picked Heatran. We could have gone with anything. We could have gone with where's this taking us? We could have gone with something like Espeon. Oh, that's just freaking. That's a waste of a freaking hammer there. We could have gone with something like Espeon. We could have done with something like Umbreon, which is one of my favorites, but Umbreon is a pretty used one too. This was the Rule 6 for you. Umbreon's a pretty well used one. Typhlosion's pretty much used a lot. Sceptile, who's one of my favorites, is pretty much used. Mudkip is pretty much a big meme, and Mudkip's not really even my favorite starter. Sceptile, Trico is my favorite starter. Of all three of them, I picked Trico. I would pick Trico anytime. So we're going to make a restore point here. We're going to do a level 4, and then we're going to end it here. But yeah, help get that Heatran, make that Heatran possible. What? Oh, don't create one, restore. Load one, I mean. Yeah, I mean, help this unloved Pokemon become a very loved one again. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones out there. There's, let's see, there's like Greninja, there's Zoroark, I mean, because those are both favorites of K and N. I personally think Zoroark's pretty cool. Greninja's pretty awesome also. Bulbasaur is also a very underrated one. And he's also one of my favorite, he's also my favorite starter of Gen 1. Because he's also one of the most unpicked one. Everybody out there has a Charizard, and they also have a Squirtle, but no one had a Bulbasaur. Well, there's probably a few out there that also love Bulbasaur. Due to the same reason he doesn't have A, has a lot of fans, or B, you probably like him the same way. The reason I do is because he's got the dual typing at start. But we'll get more into that next episode, and probably try to stay on topic with some Mario-related activities. Now we'll see if that happens next time. See you guys. Hey guys, it's Beagle3280. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Redo Mario Bros. 3. This is Part B of World 6. If you have not seen Part A, you will be slightly confused of what's going to be going on here. So anyway, if you guys remember last time, we did some stuff. So in this one, we're going to be doing some more stuff. Such as taking care of these Hammer Brothers if they don't take care of us first. Yay, we did it! Okay, so let's find a power-up. I know there can be power-ups hidden in these levels, so you have to make sure you check these out just in case. No power-ups here, but we do get a Lakitu's Cloud, so we can actually skip some levels. If we just so felt like it. Don't know why I changed accents there for a second. We had no really good enough power-ups. So we're going to create a restore point here. So last episode we were talking a lot about Pokemon. Especially for the reason why we chose Heatran as our channel mascot now. But as I was saying about Bulbasaur being like my favorite starter is because of his dual typing. It's just a lot of people don't really count on Bulbasaur. That, and they say that like he's like not very strong, which I will admit that back in Gen 1 he wasn't the strongest. And back in Gen 1 he wasn't really the coolest looking when he fully evolved. It's like everyone knows that everybody like, oh, what the shit? I'm sorry about that, guys. There's a spider on the floor somewhere. Hepatero, I have arachnophobia. The whole family's really got arachnophobia, but back to what I was saying about like Bulbasaur not really being the coolest looking with his final evolution. Charizard was the coolest looking one, and Blastoise was pretty badass also with his final form. Blastoise, but Bulbasaur remained his dual typing throughout his entire evolutionary line. It's pretty dang cool if you ask me. Of course, a lot of people were complaining about Charizard back in Gen 1 not getting the Dragon typing, but then again, think about this. Would you rather have a Charizard that's Dragon type and has Tough Claws for the ability, or would you rather have a Charizard that's part Flying type, still, but with Drought for the ability finally, which will boost its Fire type attacks, and is still resistant to ground, unlike his Dragon type counterpart? To make a choice there, because personally, myself, I prefer to have a Charizard Y over an X, because although X is pretty cool looking, he's like the coolest looking Charizard of the bunch, he is still doesn't really fit the description to say that he is well worth of being like the better Mega Evolution of the Charizard line, Charizard family, or the Charizard two final evolution, two Mega Evolutions. You guys know what I mean, but I think that Y is the better one over X because, like I said, he retains that ground type resistance, unlike his X form, who is weak to it now, and he gets home claw, sharp claws, whatever it's called. I don't think it's called home claws like I called it, but whatever it's called. Okay, so you actually need a Koopa shell for this crap. But he just gets a whole new ability entirely, and he is weak to ground. Is the reason why I don't like Charizard X. He becomes that dragon type everybody always wanted. But you know who's well more deserving of that dragon type? Is got to be Gyarados. Gyarados says nothing about him being a part flying type. He can't learn fly. He learns no flying moves except for maybe Aerial Ace, which is probably locked behind the TM. But the only thing I've probably found really Gyarados good for is an HM slave. And yes, I really did just say that. Because I use a Charizard on my team. No, Gyarados. I used the Gyarados on my team, but just for HMs. You can learn Strength, Waterfall, Surf. Strength, Waterfall, Surf. You can learn another HM. I forget the other HM I have on him is, but Dive. That's what it is. You can learn Dive also. You can learn a lot of HMs that are related to water, so there's a good use for a Gyarados. But you'd be better off if you didn't really use, like, people can probably be out there, like, raising level 100 Gyaradoses to be, like, major whoop asses, but I personally raised mine to fulfill the job as a HM slave, because what other thing can he do besides just do HMs? And could somebody honestly answer the question for me of what makes him a freaking water flying type? He could be the dragon type, water dragon, before Palkia appeared. And I don't know much about his Mega Evolution because I never found the Gyarados site, so I can't tell. I don't know if he's part dragon or if he just still remains water flying for some reason. But there you go. That is the one that deserves the dragon typing, not Charizard. Make Gyarados useful. And the thing about Charizard X is that he obtains. God dang it! Now I gotta go back and get a. I have to get another Super Leaf. But another thing about Charizard X is about getting that dragon typing is that he also gains a weakness to fairies, which doesn't make any sense to me still. Thinking about it, because every time I've heard about dragons, it's that they're impervious to magic, which fairies are magic. But anyway, he gains that weakness to fairy, which makes him just about a little bit worse than what he probably could be. And I was also pretty happy. A lot of people were probably pretty mad about the introduction, of fairy typing to the Poke universe. But let's take a second to think about the fairy typing coming here. It's actually a pretty good thing to introduce fairy, because in Sinnoh's time, if we didn't have fairies, then Palkia would be unstoppable. Because Palkia is water dragon, and back then, dragon was weak to dragon and ice, and being part water type, Palkia only has a weakness to dragon, which would mean that Palkia would be one of the most overpowered SOBs in the Pokemon universe. But thanks to that dragon typing, it makes Palkia a little bit more unstoppable. That, and he's also one of the fastest dragon types there, besides maybe Salamence. I know Salamence is pretty fast, or is supposed to be like super fast. But for some reason my Latios is actually a lot faster than my Salamence is. Yeah, pretty sad when a Salamence is outdone. Well, another reason why it's outdone by Latios is because Latios is legendary and Salamence happens to not be. It's got stats that are pretty much legendary, but no, it's not a set total 600. But still, he's got stats that are pretty damn nice, and it's even better when you have the ability Moxie and not Intimidate, because that Moxie will raise your attack power for every death you get, every kill you get with that particular Pokemon. So that makes Salamence even more usable. The problem with Salamence is it takes forever to get one. It's almost like a Flygon. Some people would say it's not worth the training. But in all actuality, after you get to see that Salamence finally appear on your screen, you'll sit and think, this really was worth all those hours I put into getting this. It really is. It's almost as worth it as it is for your Flygon, because you're going to be seeing Vibrava a lot. And I think we might just tank this. Damn it, we can't tank it. Which means we're going to have to go back. Whee! Bye, Petey. Grab this Super Leaf. We're going to have to clear out the area before we go and grab that Koopa. So, make sure we have enough running space. This guy's back again. Like I said, it's well worth seeing that Flygon. It's also very much worth the training to see that Salamence. because they both become very great Pokemon. Vibrava will become a Flygon. What the fuck? Vibrava will become a Flygon, and Shelgon will become a Salamence. So it's, in either way, you're getting some pretty good typings there, because you get that really odd typing of Flygon, Dragon, Ground, which is an awesome typing, even though it does have its weaknesses. Like, it's got a quad weakness to ground, which you can actually see past it, or I can see past that, because hell, it's Flygon, that's why. Where the hell is that Coop when you need one? I'm hoping it'll reappear now. If you don't reappear, I have to reload this restore point, because I can't seem to get. There we go. We got him to appear now. I wonder if the guy killed him or something. We lost our Tanuki Leaf though, so we're gonna clear the way. He probably just killed that Koopa. Which would piss me off if he did. I'll end up having to go down the pipe anyway, so. No, he didn't kill him, so I'll end up having to go down the pipe. Hope he's still gonna be there when I come back. And hope we can finish it within the time. I had to go in there twice now. But there's two that are worth the effort of training. There's also Goodra, Noibat to Noivern. I actually don't remember how to get Noivern. But also, I wanted to ask you guys like about your favorites. I don't know if you guys had personal preference. If you guys don't play the game, it's fine. If you guys do have a preferred one, like if it's Charizard X, there you go, you got Charizard X. Charizard Y, there you go, you love Y. Like I said before, my personals are Bulbasaur and I don't know if it makes more sense to go that way, but my personal favorites are Bulbasaur. Yeah, Bulbasaur really is my favorite one of the three, because like I said before, of his dual typing, to save his evolutionary line, my favorite of the three is Bulbasaur, because he retains fuck! I haven't had this much trouble out of a fortress yet. Well, I didn't last episode, but still, it's besides the point. Good to be almost 15 minutes in one freaking place. It's like last one was. But I try not to make these too long, and they're just making it longer. I'm trying to make it long intentionally. It's almost we're about to meet our time limit here, and I still have yet to figure out a great running place to do this Koopa trick we had supposed to do. Can I take a box up there, I wonder? We'll try it. We'll try it the box this time. Or we won't, because they stole our boxes, then they just... Oh my fuck! So we're actually going to try again with the box this time, and we're going to run low on time. For the level, at least. We have to be quick about this one. Okay, so he's going to grab that one, that's fine. Fuck it, we're gonna reload to store point. So I'm trying to focus on how to get this dang exit. That's another thing I was thinking about doing was I was actually gonna say, thinking about exits, I was thinking about doing a Mario World because of it being arguably my favorite Mario title of the series. Or the Mario series, yeah. Arguably my favorite game of them all is Mario World. It's got a lot of replay value to it. Like it's kind of that kind of game where like you'll see it on your shelf, like your gaming station or gaming area, I should say. You'll think Mario World. I had a lot of great memories with this game. Where did the fun times go? And then you'll want to hook it back. You'll hook it back up, and then you'll start playing and realize how much fun it was back then. Okay, so now I found out the perfect running spot. I have to get this Koopa up here first, though. And then we smack him on the head. No, Mario, you stupid! Alright, well, Mario's big fat butt costed us that one. We're gonna try the XA combination instead of the BY, because that costed us our chances of that. And this might just happen to be one whole episode just doing this level, because I don't feel like doing 40-minute video of us trying to beat World 7 World 6 level 3, because the game doesn't want to cooperate with us. Really hoping that guy was going to be there at Strong Beetle. I actually think I forgot to research his name. Okay, as long as we keep that turtle alive, we will be okay. What am I thinking? This is Mario. It's Koopa, not Turtle. Reminds me a lot of the middle school days when we had this thing on the whiteboard, or we had the thing on the board where we had to solve the problem, and they showed a picture of a green Koopa, and I was being really nerdy. No, you fuck! Really nerdy, talking about how like the Koopa's shells show its different properties, like greens run off edges. Reds will turn around. If Yoshi eats a blue one, it gains wings, stuff like that. Like, I used to be like a big nerd that knew everything about that kind of thing. But that was the good old days. So, what we're going to do is, now we're going to do something I didn't think to try before. We're going to... Well, let's say we're going to try to get to the fucking leaf power-up, create a restore point, and then set up to where we can actually get to that top area without kicking the shell again. Because I really do not know how we did that. I just kept on kicking up, pressing up, jumping and jumping and jumping. So I'll probably have to do is I'll end up having to set up 2 fingers to hold the button down, the other one to keep jumping or something, because this thumb presses both buttons trick isn't working very well. That's 2 times in a row it costed me. You stupid fucking Strong Beetle, I hate these things. I know I'm getting angry. And here we go, some more Fresh Rage for you guys. As I grab my pen, getting ready to load up the restore point again. I probably shouldn't even make a video for this. Well, we really did do some progress here. Not a whole lot. So, what we're going to grab this, go through here, come out, go in. I think we might have angered Mario by talking about Pokemon instead of talking about Mario. But yeah, I used to know a lot about the Mario series. Back in the middle days, create a restore point here. Oh! Okay. We were so lucky there. I'm starting to wonder why I tried to save your life now. And I remembered, you're important to the ending of the level, so you will be spared for now. Okay, come here, Koopa Koopa Koopa. Here he comes. Okay, so now we gotta do this the correct way this time. Set it up. There we go, perfect this time. That's how you do it. There we go. This should be the exit pipe, and if it's not, I swear to you, scram. There we go. We did it. Okay. So, picked our star. We're gonna try to play to 30 minutes. I'm sorry that took so long as it did, and I probably should edit a lot of that out. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it in because I don't know how to edit stuff out, for one, and for two, why edit it out when you can keep it raw and uncut and have a actual story to tell behind this entire level? And hey, would you look at that? It's a power up I've been waiting to see. It's a good one for you, it's a good one for me. I wonder, you're probably wondering what it could be. And for that I will tell you, it is actually called a Hammer Brothers suit. Oh, another one of these levels. Hopefully this level isn't as bad as the other one was. But it's a Hammer Brothers suit, and what it does is it'll allow you to throw hammers. It's kind of like no, that's not like this one. I'm thinking of what the effects, the name effects is the penguin suit and the frog suit. I was gonna say it's kind of like the Koopa shell because the Koopa shell powered up back from Mario Brothers DS, New Super Mario Brothers DS. That was a part of the new Mario Brothers series, new Super Mario series. But I was gonna say it was like the new Super Mario Brothers DS blue shell, because you could wear the blue shell and be able to like crouch and cover yourself from damage sometimes. You can actually like use it and slide around like an actual Koopa Troopa would if you hit the shell. But it's not. But the Hammer Brothers suit is not like that. It just lets you throw hammers. Like Hammer Brothers, it lets you throw hammers. So that's all it really does. It does give you like a crouch effect, similar to Spike's shell, or the thing on Spike's back. It's similar to that. It looks like that when you're laying down. Looks like Spike's back. There's no other additive effect. And hey, there's a 1-up I never knew was there. You don't see like a lot of Let's Players really cover all the little details within a level. All because they want to get the episode, they want to get the recording over with, for one, and for two, Mario games back in the day were pretty like time limit. I was gonna say time limit heavy, but then again, all the Mario games nowadays are also time limit heavy. Especially with Luigi U, that's a pretty strict time limit, 100 seconds per level. But to use our Hammer Brothers suit here, just to show it off for one, and for two, I actually wanted to try it out because I never actually got to use it because, like I said, I wasn't very good at the game. I never played through all the levels. Or attempted to, at least. That, and the only other way I could possibly be able to use this was when I had my emulators. But I stopped using emulators after my computer had to be factory reset because of a virus or malware or whatever got into my computer somehow. And I thought it was for sure from the emulator. That was the last thing I downloaded was the emulator, and I was ready to use it, and then it said that a bunch of stuff wasn't like installing properly, and stuff. Like I said, it wasn't going to install properly, and I never tried to download anything. Like a download window kept appearing all the time, wasn't downloading properly. I'm like, what the frick? I never asked for any of this stuff. So then I ended up taking it, getting a factory reset, and I'm like, you know what? No more emulators. So ever since then, I haven't downloaded an emulator before. So I never actually got to experience the Hammer Brothers suit on a personal hand basis. I have seen it in a video, like video playthroughs. I have seen video playthroughs of it, and I've seen it in Mario Brothers X, Super Mario Brothers X. I don't know if you guys played that. It's another computer program. It's a bit safer for your computer than most of them are, because I know that this was a trusted site. So I figure where I actually downloaded it from. I think it might have been Game Jolt or something to that effect. But I know that it was trusted, so that's why I downloaded it. It's a pretty fun game. It's just a big mixture of like it's Mario 2 effects and Mario game, like a sort of Mario World game. Pretty fun. I would recommend it. It's for a computer, obviously. And I believe this level actually contains a third whistle, which is a glitch whistle, only obtainable in the PAL versions of this game. And I actually did it with the Hammer Brothers suit. I don't know. Took on Hammer Brothers with Hammer Brothers. Yeah, Inception there. I meant to do that, like a Peter Griffin laugh. Need a star for that one. No power up in this one. We're gonna do the spade, or the picture game, I should say. Damn it. We failed it already. We get all 3 power-ups just to taunt us. Your failed efforts. But there was that. And stuff like that. Like I forget what I was actually talking about, that's why I said that, but I think it might have been about Mario Brothers X. Super Mario Brothers X, I mean. So we're gonna get rid of the hammer power up for the Super Leaf, which honestly the hammer suit is probably one of the most useful power-ups of the 2, I mean. There's actually 3 available, so I was actually not wrong when I said of the 3. But of the 2 that are brand new to the game, the suit is a lot more useful. The flowers, I mean, the leaf's a lot more useful than the flower, but the hammer suit is a lot more cooler than the leaf is more cooler than the hammer suit, but the hammer suit is a lot cooler than the leaf. It's cooler than the leaf, but the leaf's more useful than the hammer suit. There we go. And in Mario Brothers X, you can actually get the hammer suit with just about any character that's playable, which I think of the 3 are supposed to be Mario, Toad, and Luigi, and Peach. I don't know if I mentioned Peach. Peach, Mario, Toad, Luigi are the 3 main playable characters within the game. Here we go. Whoa, 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 solid ground. Oh. But here's the end. We're gonna bounce up here. 29 minutes. So if you had a fire flower, you can melt all those coins and get 1-up. We only need 2 coins to get the 1-up. But we're gonna do. I think we'll attempt to do the castle, and if we can't get it on the first try, we'll end the episode here. So we're gonna give it 1 attempt, and we're gonna end the episode. Let's say, is it one of those levels where it's gonna be like one of those puzzles back in the end of the game of Mario 1, where it showed you like these 3 paths, you need to choose the correct path? I think it was Mario 1 that did that. Might have been Lost Levels that actually did that. I remember one of the games that did that, and it. Okay, so we're gonna load the restore point, and we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna try again. But we're going to end it here. And I'll see you guys when we do part C. I didn't think I had to come down to this, but it's going to have to. Eagle 3280 here. I didn't think it had to come down to part C, but it's going to have to. This is actually going to be the shortest episode of, possibly going to be the shortest episode of The Let's Play. That's right. It's so short it's going to have its own episode because we had ran over on Part B. In the case you're wondering, yes, this is being recorded right after Part B. I tend to do that because I wanted to get want to get worlds out of the way quicker in one way. Another way, I do it just for convenience. Because when the game's still open, I don't want to have to constantly turn it off just to do one world, because what fun is that? Turning off the game just to turn it back on to do one half of the world over. Do one half of the world, I should say, not over, because I never actually had to redo this for the redo Let's Play, I should say, because the redo factor comes from the fact that we had attempted this before, back when I was younger, and I had not used my recording box, because this never actually appeared to be used back then, in case you haven't already guessed it. But, we're back here now with this, and that's why we're doing. That's why it's called Let's Redo. In case any of you were A, new to the channel, or B, didn't understand why it was called Let's Redo This. That was it, yeah. Star, star, 1 up, 1 up. So we actually did the tarot card game twice, the entire game. I'm gonna take a mushroom to World 8, then level 8, because I don't know what level 8 has in store for us. And I swear, if there's another fortress after this one, I'm gonna end the Let's Play here. Just joking. I can't just end the Let's Play like that. You guys would be so mad. You'd never be able to see me get the ending, or see how I'd react to getting the ending for the first time I've ever did, I mean. Because that was, you should have seen it whenever I got the ending to Mario 1. Because 19 years I've been around, and I finally got to experience the Mario 1 ending without it being a Let's Play or a speed run of it. I had to experience on my own. I mean, I had to experience my own ending of it. In H. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because this was developed by Nintendo last time I checked, not HAL, which, if you guys know the Easter egg, or, okay, I'll just explain if you guys don't know the Easter egg. There is a game, there's a room, and I believe it's Kirby's Dream Land on Game Boy. There's a room where if you enter it, there's going to be some blocks that spell out HAL, which is the developers of the Kirby games, HAL Laboratories. They make some pretty fucking awesome games, to tell you that. I don't know what other games HAL actually. Well, that's been Let's Play for you guys. That's been Let's Play with you guys. After this, will definitely be the last episode here. Just joking. As annoyed as I am that there's going to be another fortress, I'm doing it for the fans. I know that you guys would be so mad that I had went and started up a redo file just to not end it. Because how crappy would that be? Big ol', you started up a redo file, but you didn't want to complete it. Now why? Why? Why do you want to do that? Why? Well, don't worry, I'm not going to end it until we beat World 8, which I have not practiced for, I'm not ready for it, and gosh dang it, there is a mushroom I want, but I cannot get now. Shit. Let me restore point. We're gonna reload the restore point because we're gonna need it. We need that power up. We have to rebeat World 8. That's fine, that's fine. Level 8, I should say. I'm not ready for World 8 just yet because I had not well, I don't have any practice on any of these levels besides the first few worlds, which I believe are 1, 2, and 3 that I have practice on, or experience with, is 1, 2, and 3. no experience. I had some experience with 4. 5 was completely blind, except for some knowledge of a Let's Play. Just a little bit of knowledge from the Let's Play. This is not really mostly, but almost said mostly again, but it's actually completely blind because, you said I haven't seen really a Let's Play or seen any speed runs in a while, and I can't remember that far back. So that's kind of why I say it's mostly blind, especially with this world, because World 6 was one that was pretty infamous to most people for hating the game. Most people hate World 6, but who doesn't like? But who can honestly say that they like water levels and not be like joking at all? I should say ice levels. Plus, this world has the most fortresses. Besides the exception that is World 8, there's an exception to having the most of something. And when we get to World 8, you'll understand why I say the exception. And I just took down Cheap Chomp, which is very, very, very nice. Because Cheap Chomp is one annoying ass little frickin' enemy to take care of. And I shouldn't have said little, because he definitely ain't no little thing. He is one big ass Cheap Chomp. Cheap. I call him Cheap Chomp again. I just love saying his name, don't I? Screw you. Go up this pipe. I don't know what this leads to. This is probably the ending. Yep, this is home stretch. Yeah! We done did it. We did it. I don't really usually do the goofy voice since I absolutely have to. Which is never. So let's enter in World 10. This is the last level before the fortress. ... of World 6. It's definitely not the last level of the game, because if it was, it'd be somewhat. That would be nice. That we finally got a Let's Play knocked out, but it'd be sad because we'd have Let's Play knocked out. The reason why I'm saying it's sad is because I won't have any more. I don't have another Let's Play set up for you guys yet. But I know a lot of you probably like saying to probably redo not Mario 3, probably redo Ocarina of Time, which I had given it some thought of redoing it. Can you actually hurt these black? No. What the heck? Okay, so we took each other out that time. But you guys were probably wanting to see a Let's Redo Ocarina of Time, which I can probably deliver. I may have to replay through the game again, or play the game again, because I had not played it in quite a long time. Oh! Oh gosh, that was pretty epic. I thought for sure I was a goner. But yeah, the last time I played Ocarina of Time was before the recovery of Mario Bros. 3, actually. That's been quite some time though. But I had attempted to try to remake it, but I think if we're ever going to redo Ocarina of Time, we're going to wait until I buy it off of the eShop for Wii U, because I want to have restore points. The restore points are essential for the Let's Play, because I can turn the game off worry-free of A, forgetting to save the in-game progress, or B, I can turn the game off without having to worry about the game resetting itself and me not being able to Like I said before, we go back to my save game. So I can just have like a restore point, just go like, boom, here we go, we're back at where we need to be. Or if I'm in the middle of a castle and I have to end for some reason, because let's say Dad has a heart attack, I can just end the level there, take care of business, come back to it at a later point, and be like, hey, we're back at the castle where we first did it. I just made a restore point where when we died, didn't we? But I can just come back to it and say, be like, hey guys, we're back here again. Dad's alright. Stuff like that, you know? Because it'd be a lot easier with restore points instead of not having them at all. Doing this project without restore points, like I stated before, this would not be possible without the help of a restore point. This has saved me so much time than having to do it like the old setup and not have to worry about having to go back, play through a certain area again just to get all that progress. Because in case any of you do not know, which I'm guessing a lot of you probably know, that Mario Brothers 3 was originally on the NES, which, unlike Zelda 1, it did not have a battery backup, which meant no saving. No, you. Don't know why I created a store point, but you didn't have a backup battery on here, so you could not save your progress. If you completed a level, it would not be saved. As soon as you turn that game off, all your data is erased. Every last pixel is gone. So that's why I switched to doing the Wii U version instead of having to do the Wii version, because we did not have restore points. It had a similar effect to restore points, where if you home buttoned out of the game, it saved it right where you were. But that's if you home buttoned. On here, it's you touch the screen or you set up the button to press to create restore points, and you can just reload back to your time, your progress at any time, and worry free. Better, right? Yeah, better. If only we could get past this stupid fortress. Because we got so far, and I went and ended up screwing up the saves restore point thing twice. Probably even 3 times now. Okay, so we have to be careful. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, my gosh. Screw you, you freaking thwomp. Ah, come on. That is a load of horse malarkey. If I've ever seen that before. So we gotta try to do this. I do not want to make a part D. Honestly, I do not want to make a part D. Please do not have to make a third part. Or a 4th part. This is already a 3rd part. I don't think we have to make a 4th part. Here I'm thinking, oh, this is certainly the ultimate. Be like, Patrick, what am I? Stupid? No, I'm Beagle 3280. What's the difference? Yeah, that kind of thing. Basically, this is what happened right there in the back of my mind. Now that I went back and thought about it again. Hey! Aw, crud. But I've had a really fun time with this series. It's kind of sad to know it's almost over. Sort of like when you think about a fucking month. It's months when you thought about it, because thinking on it now, September is almost over. It's almost already October. Because once that October 1st hits, it's gonna be that stupid pumpkin spice shit everywhere. Everywhere. Pumpkin spice glocks, pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice Ugg boots. pumpkin spice yoga pants, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. It's just okay. Pumpkin spice everything, and that's the day I'm not ready for because they take pumpkin spice way too serious. There's even fucking pumpkin spice marshmallows. I couldn't believe that when I first saw those in my hand. I'm like, pumpkin spice marshmallows. Like, what's next? Pumpkin spice Oreos? Because don't tell me they probably didn't think about it. There's a possibility that could happen. You're pissing me off, game. Or really, I'm just messing myself up now. But I shouldn't give anybody any ideas, because I think by now, since they just threw that out there, they're possibly making pumpkin spice Oreos, and then they're going to have a pumpkin spice blizzard at Dairy Queen. Month of October exclusive. But to be completely honest, the only pumpkin related item I actually enjoy, full honestly legit enjoy, is E's ice cream pumpkin pie ice cream. That stuff is amazing. If you guys never had it before, it's by Edie's, of course. I believe they still make it. If they don't make it anymore, I'm going to be pretty upset because that's one thing I look forward to is seeing that hit the shelves. Because if they do make the pumpkin pie ice cream again this year, it's going to replace the hole in my heart that happened this month. That happened this summer, actually. A lot of you may know me. So if you're a friend of mine, you know that I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. And I love Dr. Pepper to death. It's one of my favorite drinks of all time. Dr. Pepper makes an exclusive flavor for the summer. And it's called Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float. Vanilla Float is one of my favorite flavors of Dr. Pepper next to its cherry flavor. Cherry and Vanilla Float, the two flavors of Dr. Pepper I can never get enough of. Now this summer, Vanilla Float, that my recollection, never hit the shelves. I'm serious. Vanilla Float never hit the shelf. Like, what the heck? The only thing that hit the shelf this year that was even like remotely even like probably good was the Baja Blast and the Mountain Dew Blackout, because they had a contest to see what was the better Mountain Dew flavor, Blackout or Baja Blast, which no competition, Baja Blast. But no Vanilla Float Dr. Pepper. And this honestly, as a soda drinker, upset me very, very much. I freaking wasted at least back when I had my job and we were a company before we became the company we were now, because we switched over companies, of course. Like, you probably already know that story. If you guys, I think I probably already told the story about it, but we got bought out and we all like switched over to companies. Or the store I worked at, we switched stores back in May. I no longer work there because I turned in my job. I turned in my work uniform because I was laid off, and I can't, just sit back and wait to be called in and stuff. But that's not important. I'm not going to go into too much details. I don't think I'm legally allowed to discuss that kind of thing, but I'm just like saying I got laid off, so I'll just leave it at that. So I could quit, but I had at least spent half of my paychecks on nothing but Vanilla Float Dr. Pepper. Honestly, that was like in the first summer it was first announced. I wasted a good chunk of most of my paychecks on nothing but Vanilla Float Dr. Pepper. It was that good. Oh, one of these. Okay, so pretty easy thing to do. I don't know why I screwed up last time. All I gotta do is stand right in front of the booze and you won't get hurt. But I wasted a lot of money on the Vanilla Float just for this year to come. And I ended up not spending a single penny on vanilla float because it never freaking came to store shelves. I mean, if you're gonna put out one good product like I said before, Baja Blast, why not put out an even better product like vanilla float? And plus, the only other way you could obtain Baja Blast was through the homemade version, which doesn't taste the same. It's still pretty good, but it doesn't taste the same. But you can obtain Baja Blast was through Taco Bell's Freezies, which I don't recommend because it gives your stomach ache. Gives you some pain from hell. At least it does mine. Because there was the only other way I could obtain vanilla float when they stopped throwing it on the shelf. Thanks Pepsi for that also. Was after they just stopped throwing it on the shelf there for a while. The only way I could obtain it was through Taco Bell, which it hurt my stomach to even just think about the drink. Because when I asked them if we could just get it without the freeze, and they're like, sorry, it's a freeze something. It's only free on freeze. So that's why I said just don't get it. And I ended up getting it anyway. Well, they ended up getting it anyway, and it was not pretty. It was about as bad as people say the Haribo sugarless gummy bears were. Literally, it's some bad stuff. It done did a bad number on me. But if it doesn't do that to you guys, then it doesn't do that to you guys. But then again, my stomach is also a lot different. Because my stomach can handle an entire gallon of orange juice, but can't handle a vanilla float freeze. Which, for one, you tasted awful because you could totally taste all the water that's been left inside of it due to the fact that the ice most of the time was melted. And it didn't even taste like vanilla float Dr. Pepper. It tasted like Dr. Pepper that was watered down with vanilla extract inside of it. Literally, you could taste the vanilla in it. It gave me headaches too drinking it. Not from brain freeze, just from the taste, I think. Because I made a homemade vanilla float before by taking Dr. Pepper and mixing it with vanilla extract just to see how it tastes. And we're gonna have to create a store point with us using the star. But I had made it homemade and it didn't taste the same. We loaded it at a store point, didn't we? Yeah, screw it. It didn't taste the same. Like, it gave me the stomach ache, it gave me the headache it gave me at Taco Bell's Freezies, but it didn't do the same effects as Taco Bell's Freezy did. I just don't know what it was. That and, well, you guys want to talk about, okay, so now we're going to switch topics again, because I have ADD evidently. But we're going to switch topics again to slushies. Thinking about slushies now. If you guys go to gas stations, then you can have one nearby you. So there's down here in my town, which I think I might have already told you about it. It's all the way in Indiana. It's Garrett, the coffee stain on the map of Indiana's Garrett. It's a pretty small town. Nothing much here except mostly drug busts and shit like that. We do have a Dollar General. We have a Miller store down here too, but so nothing really noteworthy, other than the fact we have three different gas stations. Well, it's not really just three of them. There's been multiple gas stations that have been down here. We have a Marathon station, which I live down the street from, right across from our Pizza Hut. It's also near our Subway we have down here. We have a place called Garrett Quickie Mart, or Garrett Quick Mart, or something like that. It's a little gas station. It used to be called it used to be a gas station called Huck's, which their slushies. Their slushies are not that bad. They got flavors that the other gas stations don't have. But their slushies are kind of expensive. They're even more expensive than our Marathon's slushies are. The Marathon slushie, I think it's like almost $3 for a small slushie. Our Circle K, or should I say, a gas station has Polar Pops, which is a pretty common drink in certain areas. They have the same. Well, Polar Pop, I should say, is not just like one certain place. They found out that the evolutionaries, the Pokemon evolutionaries, do have one near them, and I thought it was pretty neat that they had a Polar Pop place. Considering it all the way, I think it's Florida, but honestly, the small details don't really matter. This is a mushroom. Yeah. This is 20 coins. It's. I should have to say, this is the same setup every time. Grab our mushroom. And here's the castle finally. I should have made a restore point. Shit. Okay, so we're gonna make a restore point on our way to the ship. But, it's pretty odd. I'll actually talk about that here in a minute. But I was actually talking about the seal here in a minute. But I thought it was pretty cool that I found out that like Polar Pop was in different regions, because I knew there was multiple. I was bound to know that there's going to be multiple Circle K locations or Polar Pop locations, because Polar Pop A is good, and B, their slushies. I have to talk about their slushies. They are awful. Honestly, I do not like Circle K slushies. I prefer their soda. Because the soda has a nice deal on it where it's 79 cents every day, no matter what size. Well, depending on the kind of cup you get. Because the refill cups are $1.19. And then every refill after that is 99 cents. Your first fill is $1.19, but every refill after is 99 cents. Which is nice, but I feel it's a bit much. But in a way, I'd still pay for it. Really, I buy the cups, honestly, but I actually don't refill them. I probably should start refilling to save money for when I go to the gas station and get sodas. From there, then we have another gas station that's all the way in Auburn. It's the Speedway gas stations, which honestly I like Speedways. Sodas, and I like their slushies more, because the slushies are a bit more crushed up. Because if you taste a Circle K slushie, you'll tell that it's not a bit crushed up enough. Polar Pop slushie, I should say, or little or whatever they call it, slush thing. The slushie is not crushed up very well, and it hurts my stomach. Not as bad as the vanilla flip freeze did, but we actually didn't need that restore point. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling pretty nervous right now. But yeah, it's just a bunch of stupid little details about it not being crushed up enough, and the P-wing. Retrieve the magic whistle hidden in the darkness at the end of the third world. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But as far as like I was going to say about the seal, we're going to come back to that, is that the seal enemy, I had no idea was actually in the game. But he actually wasn't really shown off until New Super Mario Brothers, which I thought was pretty interesting. But we'll be seeing you guys next time, and let's redo Mario Brothers 3 World 7 Part A. Hopefully it won't have to have 3 parts, but if it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. But we'll see you guys then.